Ladies and gentlemen, welcome! Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Shock!
Oh,
Titans in Truth!
Yo,
Hello, folks. Hello to everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. Thank you for those that have tuned in to our show. As you know, this is called the Chop Up. This is an opportunity for all of our subscribers and future subscribers to ask us questions. We're gonna have our series of questions, and then we definitely open up the floor and things like that. But first, we just want to say thank you for Titans of Truth for joining our show. He's our special guest today. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel. Titans of Truth, you
absolutely.
want to hit him with anything, brother?
well, as usual, good evening, Titan Nation. Your boy Blue Enforcer is in the building. Titans of Truth TNT is here and ready to rock with Hawk and Ja with Tennessee Titans Weekly. We about to be live up in it.
Yes,
Chop it
sir.
up time.
Yes,
Absolutely.
sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Chris. Hey, we really appreciate you doing the show. It's been a long time coming, my brother. A long time coming. So,
That
hey,
it has. That it has, and I have looked forward to it. You know, I love y'all content. Y'all doing some big
likewise.
things, some real cool stuff too. I mean, shout out with VY. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Y'all put that one out. I'm like, that was cool. So
Yeah, man.
get that. Also the thing, your Chop It Up with Titan upload. That was cool. So shout out to Titan upload as
Titan
well.
upload. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, in the chat, Titan Upload. What's up, Titan Anderson? What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Definitely.
Jeremiah Anderson, Al P. What's going on, good brother?
Hey,
Oh,
y'all-
LP now. Oil
Yes,
struck.
sir. Yes, sir.
Struck. I like that.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
indeed. I remember them.
Hey, great show last night, also, Chris.
Hey,
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Definitely.
I appreciate that.
Definitely.
And
Like-
for everybody out there, if you missed it, definitely go back and take a look at that. Talked a little bit about the high low with round two, because we did round one last week. Did round two. Next week will be round three picks. So definitely talk about that and some other stuff. So I'm not gonna give away everything, but just a little snippet.
Understood. Understood. Corey B in the house. We'll see you, brother. So yeah, so guys, man, we are here. As you know, man, the Titans, 100%. We with it, man. We feel the future for the team this year is going to be great if the season starts. That's another question. But one thing we've been able to do, we've been able to review a lot of podcasts. We just did a show with the Bring the Juice podcast, and if they're listening, we appreciate your time. We had a great time with that podcast. For those that don't know, that's a Colts podcast. They're very knowledgeable upon the Colts and very knowledgeable even about the Titans. So the one thing I want to ask all of you first, man, is one. Even today, when I was looking at some of the podcasts, like the Jags podcast and others, man, folks are really like bad upon Ryan Tannehill. There's a lot of people that feel like he won't be successful. Even with the Colts podcast, they spoke a little bit about him. They felt that Derrick Henry would be the one, and with Tannehill, you're just not really sure. And most people think he's one podcast called him Milli Vanilli, a one-hit wonder. I was like, wow, really? Did they not
Wow,
forget he's
really?
been in the league for years, and what he even in Miami, 4,000, 4,500 yards he had. So as far as Ryan Tannehill as well, when you look at Colin Cowherd today and LGRW, we appreciate it, man. He posted this in our YouTube. He said that Colin Cowherd didn't even have him in the top 10 quarterbacks in the AFC, not in the NFL, in the AFC. He had players like Drew Lock ahead of Ryan Tannehill,
Who?
Drew Lock.
Are
Drew
you
Lock
kidding
from
me?
Denver. Yes, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen.
We're gonna talk about this.
Yeah, we got to talk about this.
Did
We
you
got to
say
talk
Sam
about it.
Darnold? Did you say Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold.
Okay.
Better than Tannehill.
Yes.
Over Tannehill.
Over Tannehill. And even Cam Newton. I mean, we don't know what to expect, right? Those are some of the folks that were in his top 10. Of course, you got Patrick Holmes and Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Ben Roethlisberger. I get that. But Sam Darnold, Drew Lock, are you kidding me? So tell me, guys, what do you think about that, man? How do you feel that? Do you guys feel like he's being disrespected?
Go ahead, hit it up, Chris.
Well, you know what? Let me put it to you like this. I just wrote down every AFC quarterback that we have by division. Let's quickly go by division and say if Tannehill is better than this quarterback.
Okay.
AFC West, let's start this up. Patrick Mahomes, obviously.
Right.
He's better.
Right.
Mahomes is better.
Right.
Drew Lock?
No.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Right now, there's a lot of hype in Denver. People thinking with Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, they got KJ Hamler. They're thinking Drew Lock might do some stuff. And Drew Lock might be good. I'm not going to say he won't be, but he ain't better than Tannehill.
No.
Derek Carr, no. And we don't know who the quarterback with the Chargers is going to be. Tyrod Taylor or Justin Herbert. Right. No idea. So
exactly.
That's easily.
So coming out of the AFC West, there's only one quarterback better than Tannehill, and that's Patrick Mahomes. Okay, that's one. Okay, gotcha.
Now, to the AFC North, we got possibly two that could work. Lamar Jackson and Big Ben.
I'll give them that.
Now, Big Ben is heading down.
I give Big
Ben is heading down.
But he is.
He's heading down. But Burrow, unproven. Right. Mayfield, we're better than that.
Right.
Agreed.
So, again, that's possibly 2 to 3 quarterbacks right now.
Yeah. Right.
I still don't know. Right now, he's still in the top 5.
Right. He is.
AFC East.
Right.
AFC
right.
East. I'm going to give respect. You got Sam Darnold. You got enough said. We got either Jarrett Stidham or Cam Newton, which I talked a lot about Cam Newton last night. Right. Believe me, you're only going to get one of 2 Cam Newtons.
That's right.
So you go back and watch that and laugh on that one. Then you got Tua in Miami, and Tua might be good if he can stay healthy.
Yeah, right. Unproven still.
Unproven. And then Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Hey, Hulk know how to feel about Josh Allen.
Yes, yeah.
Although Josh Allen has beat us twice.
Right.
By luck.
Exactly.
By luck, right. So Tannehill's still in the top 5 right now. It's only 3 that I'm hearing. There's only 3 that I hear right now that's better. And even 2, it might just be 2, because that's an argument. It's an argument, but I'll say 3.
Right now, it's about 3, 2.5. And then, of course, in our own South, Watson.
Yes.
Okay. We'll put that above.
Yep.
Rivers, old man River.
Right.
And
I like Tannehill.
I'll take Tannehill too.
I love Tannehill. Tannehill in this situation. Yep. And then, of course, the Minshew. We're going to see what Minshew got to do. But other than that, I'll be honest, the fact that Colin Kaepernick say he's not a top 10 AFC quarterback is an absolute shame. Mm-hmm. It is a shame. And I mean, right now, he's pretty much in the top 5. Yes. Maybe even top 4.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
yep.
Who? Yep. Besides Mahomes, Jackson, maybe Big Ben. I mean, Mahomes, Jackson, Watson, maybe Big Ben. Who else?
Right.
Enough said.
Right.
So,
did people forget? Did people forget what he did last year, man? Go ahead, Jacques.
They don't care. That's the thing. They don't care. I mean, it's the disrespect. This is what we go through every time, guys. We went through this one in the McNair days. We went through this in the 2008 season. This is just what they do to the Titans, man. They disrespect us, and it's just the disrespect keeps happening and keep happening. And like me and Hawk had a show where we talked about Tannehill throwing for 4,000 yards in Miami. He did it in Miami with not really a team. Okay, like, we break down the team that he had in Miami. Yes, you had Landry, but you didn't have a tight end. You didn't have a Derrick Henry. You just didn't have those elements to elevate his game. So you tell me you throw for 4,000 yards with a half a team, and then you get with a team and you come in half the year, you lead them to the AFC Championship because, like I said before, Henry is Batman and Robin. Okay, without Henry, you ain't gonna have Tannehill. Henry. It's a domino effect. So my thing when I listen to Cowherd is a jerk. Okay, I'm gonna say it. We're saying that. Okay. And it's just the disrespect. And I hope that they listen to this and they take this and they just block it out and say, okay, well, I remember when Cowherd said that I wasn't a top 5 or 10 quarterback. So you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to come up here and show him I'm the top 3, top 5. And we, as in Titan Nation, we know what we have. If it wasn't for Tannehill, and we know this, I love Mario to death, don't get me wrong. But we knew we had to have a change to get over the hump. And when we made that change, we see how we elevated. So for Cowherd to say that, he's not a top 10 quarterback. Dude, you're a joke. That's what you are. And it just proves my point when it just sounds like he's just talking. Because evidently he don't pay attention to the Titans. Half the nation don't pay attention to the Titans. It's something that I've noticed, and it's going to continue to happen. But just to look at the AFC and Chris, you broke it down. Man, come on. Tannehill is in the top 5, top 3, if that. Okay? So he's in the right system. And just imagine, guys, when he starts the season from day one, we're going to get on that. When he starts the season day one, he's potentially can throw for 4,000 yards.
Right.
Maybe 5,000. You see what I'm saying? And that's something that I like. And I know we're a running team, but look what he did when he didn't have that much pressure. When you have a running back like Derrick Henry back there, you don't have to throw for 30 or 50 attempts a game. That's what was happening in Miami. And people don't understand that. I'm like, if you can give me at least 30, maybe 35, but we're a running team, 25 tops, 250, 300, I'm good. 2 or 3 touchdowns, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, it's ridiculous.
And let's add to the disrespect just a little bit further. And Ty Double brought this up. Y'all remember how Adam Rank had us going 3-13 last year?
Yes,
I broke this down, I want to say 2 weeks ago. Goes even further than that. We come off going to the AFC Championship. This fool has us going 8-8, not even making the playoffs next year. I'm like, Adam, did you not learn your lesson from last year?
Adam
exactly. Absolutely.
Stank.
Adam stank.
Perfect.
And I hope he watches the video because you suck, Alan. You suck. Like
exactly.
He sucks.
He does.
Right from first thing first. That whole show sucks. Right. That whole show sucks. The only one that I give any love to is maybe a little bit of First Take, and I'll give a little bit of love to Skip and Shannon. A little bit. You know, that's about it.
I'll give some love to Nate Burleson. Nate Burleson loves the Titans. Matter of fact, Nate
good morning football.
Hey, Nate knows his football. He was the one that said AJ Brown could potentially be the rookie or the best receiver in the game. So when Nate talks, I listen. I'm like, okay, Nate, you know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. Also, point 2 is maybe they're looking at the Titans how inconsistent we was back in the day. Because, we would have a good year, then we'll kind of fall back.
That's true.
Vice versa. So
that is true.
I think that, but it's still no excuses to not put them in the top 5 or top 10 at least.
Exactly. In the AFC, right? In the AFC. In the AFC. Are you serious? AFC. And then you look at it like this. Ryan Tannehill was number 1 in the league in quarterback rating, right? Number 1 in the league. Number 1. Let's not forget that, right? He had a historic season last year. Then did he make the Pro Bowl too in the AFC? Right? He made the Pro Bowl in the AFC. So it's like, how is he not a top 10 quarterback in a division that he just was in the Pro Bowl earlier this year? Like, how does that not? I don't understand, man. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, man.
Not to mention, ever since Tannehill became the starting quarterback, weren't we like number 2 or number 3 in scoring?
Yes.
Ever since he started, we were one of the top offenses in the league with him in there.
Exactly. And good point, Upload. Number 4 in passer rating in all time. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Yeah, man. It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. But if anything, if I'm Ryan Tannehill, that puts more fuel in the fire. I'm like, oh, okay. And start licking his chops. Like, okay, all right. That's what y'all think. Okay, I got you. Let's go, guys. Let's do this. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how I would look at this, man. And I have trust in Tannehill. Again, we lost to the Kansas City Chiefs, who did win the Super Bowl, right? They did win the Super Bowl, right? They did win 9 in a row, right? Yep. We did hang with them for the majority of the game, right?
We did.
Right, exactly. So it wasn't a fluke. You know what I mean? And even when we beat the Ravens, that wasn't a fluke, like some people try to say. Like, oh, they just had a bad game. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Oh, Ryan Tannehill only threw 80-something yards. He had 3 touchdowns too. So you got to look at the whole gamut of things, man. And Ryan Tannehill is doing his part.
It's a game of stats, man. It's all it is. It's a stats
game. That's all they look at.
That's all they look at. That's how Pro Bowlers become Pro Bowlers. Stats, and they never look at like you said, how the overall picture and the overall pie is like, hey, this is how we won the game versus the stats. I'd rather win a game than get a 300 passing or 300. Man, if I'm winning football games, I'm good.
I agree. And most of the time, you got to think about this. If you're throwing for 300, 350, most of the time it's because you're behind.
Right.
I mean, it's just like in the NBA. Everybody know the story. Jordan scored 63 against the Boston Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
They lost that game.
Lost. And the series. Didn't win a game in the series. Right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And, he may score maybe 20, 25 points, but Scotty gets about another 20, and somebody gets another 15. 6 championships.
Yeah, we good. It's a team effort, man. It's a team effort.
It's a team sport. It's an ultimate team sport.
Right.
It is, man. Right. It is.
So, guys, I gotta bring this up, man. So we know we got a virus out there, everybody. Okay.
Yep.
And we're starting to see the trickle effect, and things are starting to uncrumble, right? So everybody, you've probably seen the news about the waiver, and they're asking fans to sign waivers to come to the game, and that's on you. What do you guys think? Are you comfortable with signing a waiver? Are you comfortable with going into games with everything going on and cases arising and everything? What you think?
Man, I'm gonna tell you guys, like, just today, there's news here in Nashville that the numbers are skyrocketing here in Nashville, and I guess you have to look at where you are, right, to feel how comfortable you might be. So when that time comes, when the season starts, if it starts, and I've been saying the longest, I don't think it's going to start. Definitely not on time. I think it'll be later. So when it does start, I think the way it is now, I might have to fall back, and I'm just watching on television for right now until we figure this thing out. So it won't be me signing waivers. My hand and my ink pen won't even be there to sign the waiver, right? And I hate that because I love going to the games. I mean, and so at the same time, I'm a family man. I have kids as well. I mean, I just, I have to take that first. And, right now, the numbers are very high in Nashville. I mean, they're higher in other places, but this is where the Titans play. And, I have to be concerned about that. And just when you think the numbers are getting better, they're getting worse. I'm seeing more people wearing masks now than they had over the past month. So it was a lot of people not doing anything. It was like, hey, y'all just willy-nilly out there. So I'm not signing a waiver because I won't even be there to sign a waiver. What about you all?
Let me put it to you like this, and this is something I thought about at first. When I really thought about it, I thought it was the NFL's coward's way out at first. When I first saw that. But now that I actually sat back and read the story, I see the reasoning because, number one, the NFL is basically saying they're protecting themselves because they know if something happens, somebody gets the virus or a bunch of people get it, they lose billions on top of billions in court. They're probably leaving it to the teams to make their own decisions on what parameters they're going to take. So, I mean, I see that and I understand it. And what I think is going to happen, and I believe one of the rules was they're going to cover like tarp in every stadium. They're going to cover the tarp around the first 6 to 8 rows all over the stadium. And that kind of keeps from players interacting with the fans so that, nothing gets passed from fan to player or player to fan, basically. And so that's one of the things. But what I think is going to happen if it does start and fans are allowed, I think it should be just limited to season ticket holders. I mean, I think it should be just limited to that, kind of space everybody out some to where everybody can enjoy themselves, but not be so close. But at the same time, I mean, I would love to go to games. And, I mean, I'm a season ticket holder right now. But, I mean, if I can sit and watch it on TV, stay safe until this thing stops, I mean, so be it. Like y'all said, y'all got families. I got a wife, my mother-in-law and, and family and stuff like that. And, cases are just up here in Memphis too. Right now we're over, close to 4,000, I think, confirmed cases, if I'm not mistaken, if not more. And, I notice it too. People are just out having a good old time, like nothing going on, not wearing masks or anything. I'm thinking, y'all not even gonna wear a mask or something? I mean, come on. I mean, look, we're not 100%. We're not out of this yet. Right. This is still a war that we're fighting right now. So everybody stay home, wear your mask, stay safe, please. Please do that.
And y'all probably heard about the Bills. There's an article out that came out and said, I like that. Yeah.
Where it is?
the Bills fans, the team is not allowing the Bills fans to come to the games this fall or winter or whatever. I read something like this. So Tight Upload had a point. This is news right here to me that he said they're cutting the roster down from 90.
Yeah, they're talking about limiting the roster. They're limiting the roster a bit.
Wow.
Yeah, I did hear about
and they're
that.
cutting games too, like preseason games already.
Down to two.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I understand that. I mean, you're hearing already the Jets, the Bears, and I believe also the Texans are putting in contingency plans, telling their fans, hey, we'll opt for refunds, and then you can renew for 2021. So, the 2021 season. So, I mean, it's serious, y'all. It's serious.
Yeah,
I agree.
It is. It is, man. It is. For those that are watching the show, make sure to hit the like button. Like it up. Yes, sir. Yes, we appreciate it. Everybody we have here, we got Cali Boy here, Zach Carpenter. We got C-Dub. We got that boy, of course, Titan Upload. We see you guys, man. We see you all, man. Weezy, we see you, Weezy. Bowski, we see you, sir. Metal Madness, what's going on? What's happening? Shaolin Fantastic, we see you as well. Mr. Titan, what's going on, guys? There's LGRW. We asked your question, first question of the show, bro. So good stuff, man. So yeah,
hey, he a working man. He a working man.
He's a working man. He's a working man.
He's a working man.
He is, man. He is. Yep. So Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh, here we go.
Exactly. So, there's been rumors that, again, he's still looking for the top biller. Some teams he's been interested in are the Dallas Cowboys. Of course, everybody wants to play for the Cowboys, right? The Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints, still considering the Titans as well, though I think the Titans are the one team that can offer him the most money. As far as the likelihood of signing Jadeveon Clowney, I know, a few weeks ago, all of us said that it was a high number, maybe 70 to 80%. How do you guys feel now, today, as of July 2nd? Do you guys feel that the likelihood of us signing him is still at a very high number?
I still say, I'm still sticking with what I had last time, man. I think I was 60% maybe, or 60. Yes, I think it was 60%. And the reason why I say this, the Cowboys and the Saints don't have money like that. Do they have money to spend? Do they have money to pay Jadeveon?
Not really.
Exactly.
Not really.
That's a wish, unless they move some pieces around and get rid of some people. But no, I honestly think Jadeveon is going to hold. He's going to hold, and he's going to hold. And then when the season starts, he's going to be like, hey, all right, guys, y'all can sign me. And the Titans have the most money to do it. We have the ammo, and we're holding out for him. See, if you notice something about the Titans, about this time last year, we were still signing players. We were still bringing people in, working out, still signing people. Now you can tell they're all in for Jadeveon Clowney, and they have everything on hold until Jadeveon Clowney bites the reel, and we reel him in. And it's just too much pieces here just to him to be like, no, I'm not going to come. And that's a flashy team. He thinks, okay, I go with the Saints, or I go with the Cowboys, I can win an easy Super Bowl. Well, come to Tennessee, man. Come on. You can win a Super Bowl here as well. You know what I'm saying? You can contribute. Right. I mean, he's thinking, I see what he's doing. I understand what he's doing, but at the same time, no, I still think the Titans is the number one runner. Matter of fact, we might have already signed him.
Right. And let me chime in on that. You know what, Locke? You said you actually stole my number too. I was saying about 60% as well. And I mean, it just, ladies and gentlemen, it just makes too much sense.
Yes.
It makes too much sense. It goes together. We go together like bread and butter. It just goes together. Clowney and the Titans with Vrabel, it just goes together. It fits. Fits like a glove.
It does.
And I mean, we ain't even got to acquit. It fits. So, I mean,
right.
It works. I just think with the right price, and he better be ready to come play, and if all the health checks out, I think it's all going to be good. The Cowboys and the Saints, I heard about that, but notice how they said it. It was said per sources. We don't know who those sources are. We don't know what kind of validity they have. And I say this all the time. When you're hearing players talking about holding out or where they're thinking they're going, That is agents talking. Agents trying to drive up the price. The agents are trying to drive up the price so they can get their money. That's most of the time what they're doing. It's not really the player that's saying that. That's the agent that's saying that. I mean, look at Cam Newton. Cam Newton takes a 1-year deal, $7.5 billion, well below what he was getting. But hey, he want to play the game. Right. Even though Richard Sherman don't like it. I love my Blue 5 brother, but gone somewhere. We're about San Francisco.
Yeah, but understood.
Let me put this to y'all. I just heard this today. I looked at I think it was like Chat Sports on YouTube, and they were talking about Chris Jones, and they were talking about possible trade destination. Had the Titans, I think in the top 4 or 3. I can't remember which one. Right. That's a possible backup. Right. So what y'all think?
I think it's a great backup. Chris Jones is unbelievable. I mean, if it wasn't for Chris Jones, the Kansas City Chiefs wouldn't have won the Super Bowl. He was the best defensive player on the field in all the playoff games that they had. You know what I'm saying?
Henry.
I know, exactly. Man, hey, Chris Jones was unbelievable. And then you got, Everson Griffin from the Vikings as well as a possibility. So, I think either way, the reason why you're going to see these players as a destination for us is because the money is reserved for a defensive lineman. That's what we have it for, and the league knows that. You know what I mean? So what's up, Mike Sykes and Big O? They have that reserved for them. So hopefully you see this 90 jersey I got on. We all know that's the legend Javon Curse, the freak, right? We know that. But we also know, this. This is Javon Curse's number. We also know this is Jadeveon Clowney's number, right? Now, Curse's, jersey hasn't been retired, but maybe one day this will be a Jadeveon Clowney jersey. You know what I'm saying? I actually still think the number is high for Clowney. I had 80%. I'm still at 80% because at the end of the day, what he's doing now, he's just testing the market. Why not? Just sit back. He knows he's going to go somewhere. It's not like, say, Cam Newton that was kind of like, man, I'm not sure where I'm going. Jadeveon Clowney knows he's going to be signed by somebody. It's just a wait and bait situation. Jonathan Joseph's here, which is his best friend. Mike Vrabel, again, his former coach, right? I mean, everything just makes sense, as you stated, Titans of Truth, the fact that, all the pieces are here from a puzzle standpoint. I think Jadeveon Clowney will be here, and he will be donning his number 90 at some point, man. So, Titan fans, just be ready. Just be ready,
now,
man.
I'm going to say this, though. Now, one little small problem with that is number 90 is currently held by Daquan Jones. Now, Daquan, sorry, dog, you just got to get that number up. Get the money.
I know, right.
Give that 90 up.
Give that 90 up.
Wear 94 or something like that. Get that 90 up.
Right.
Or you can work it out with Jeffrey. Let Jeffrey wear his old 94 like he did at Mississippi State. You wear 98, Clowney gets 90. Work that all out. A three-way trade, everybody's happy.
That's hilarious, man. And guys will be surprised that a lot of times at the negotiations table, players will not sign with a team if they can't wear a particular number, man. That does happen. That does. If there's like a tie between two teams, they're like, well, if I can't wear that number, then I'm going to go to somewhere else, man. It's crazy. Right. That's how superstitious some players are, man. Yep.
So, I mean, Clowney, just imagine if we do get Clowney, man. Just imagine, people. Just imagine.
Man.
You think about number one draft picks we would have on that line. Think about it. Yep. Well, the first round draft picks, we got Beasley. He was a first round. Harold Landry's a first rounder. Jeffrey Simmons, he was a first rounder. You got Clowney, who was a first rounder. I mean, it just. I
think Landry was a second round.
No, Landry was second. Evans was second.
Yeah. Still high, though. Still high.
He was still high pick. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine. Vic had 8 sacks last year. Landry had 9. You see what I'm saying? So just putting it all together, Jeffrey is gonna have a big year this year. So man, I'm just saying,
if we get Jadeveon Clowney, guys, I'm telling you, man.
Imagine just in that secondary, it's gonna eat.
It is.
The secondary is gonna eat because if you know football. On the defensive line, us secondary guys love defensive linemen because you get pressure on that quarterback. First thing he gonna do
makes it a lot easier.
It's to the house. So they're gonna eat. So definitely, man, definitely.
And Titans of Truth, you brought up a heck of a point though, man, about Chris Jones. So at the end of the day, like I said, if we don't sign Clowney, I do think we're going to get a top D lineman. So I think again, that's why we've been kind of holding off. And man, if that happens, y'all, I'm telling you guys, we're gonna make a big playoff push.
Yes, it's gonna be serious business.
Yes, it is.
It's gonna be serious business. Yes. And I mean, think about this. We got to be able to match up against the other teams we got to beat out. We got to beat out as I said before, Kansas City and Baltimore. We got
Yes.
to beat those teams out. We know what Baltimore is doing. Baltimore is specifically gearing up for us. They are
Us.
specifically building for no other team except us.
Yep.
They are scared of us.
They are.
They
They
fear
are.
us.
They are.
The Colts
They-
are stacking
they-
themselves too against us too. The Colts are doing the same thing with their
They
defensive
are.
line too.
They are. They are.
Yup.
They're not going to admit it, though, Titans, truth. They're not
No.
going to admit that.
No,
They're
no
not going to admit it. And really, it doesn't matter because last year, if I'm not mistaken, there was a stat that Derrick Henry faced the most 8-man fronts
Yes,
in the
I
league.
seen that. I saw that.
Still rushed for 1,500. And
Come on,
still
man.
got 1,500.
Yep.
So if you can't stop him with 8 in the box, how you going to stop him?
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
Right.
Can't do it.
There's one answer. How do you stop Derrick Henry? One answer. You can't.
That's true.
You
That's facts,
can't.
man.
Come on,
Hey,
man.
I watched wrestling a lot when Big Braun Strowman was first coming up. They were always asked the question, "How do you stop Braun Strowman?" Booker T would say, "You don't," and that's basically it. How do you stop Derrick Henry? One answer: you don't.
No.
You don't. That's right.
Have y'all
You
seen him
don't.
train in the offseason? Have y'all been
Yes.
seeing him train?
Yes, I have, man. Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
That heel, he's running
Running
that
heels and everything, man. He's getting
Running
prepared,
heel,
man.
All of it. They ready.
Yep.
He ready.
He ready.
Yep. And people again, he's still a very young guy. Derrick Henry's still young. You know what I mean? And so he's got his future ahead of him. And you know, we're the beneficiaries of this, man. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to have 22. Let's go. Let's get him. Let's go. You know?
And Derrickson Evans, I mean, I watched some film on him. Man, this guy is fast.
He
Gotta
is
forget
fast.
the top to the background. Looks like somebody popping fireworks a little early. Don't know why. But I mean, Derrickson Evans, that kid is fast.
But he is fast.
Fly.
He reminds me of
Fast.
Jamal Charles, man. He's got the same build and everything. And if you put him in there, you know, maybe 30% of the plays and can rest Derrick Henry, spell him some carries, that will only make Derrick Henry's career last longer and Darrington Evans change up the speed of the game. You know what I mean?
His
So
receivers.
I agree.
He's going to be perfect in the receiving game as well.
yes, he
He's
is.
gonna be
Oh,
he's
yeah.
an extra receiver. Extra receiver.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he is.
Hey, we struck gold when we got him, man.
We did.
struck gold.
We
I
did.
agree.
We
I
did.
agree.
We did,
struck
man.
gold.
And
I
when I was
agree
listening
totally.
to a Jags podcast, even another Colts podcast, it was all you gotta do is just stop Derrick Henry. You can beat the Titans. So if that's the mind's thought, I get that. But maybe they don't understand. We got number 32, which will be Darrington Evans' number. We got him coming through. So let's see what y'all do now.
Let them think that, because if you stop Derrick Henry, then you got to stop A.J. Brown. Then you got to stop Adam Humphries. Then you got to stop Corey Davis. Then you got to stop Jonnu Smith. Then you got to stop Aaron's. Then you got to stop Tannehill, because remember, Tannehill can run as well. So there's other factors on this. See, that's the problem I have with this, is stop thinking one-track mind. That's why the Ravens lost, okay?
Yep.
Stop Derrick Henry. Stop Derrick Henry. Well, we know what happened to Earl Thomas. Derrick Henry did it on purpose. He spun
He did.
around.
So did.
Okay?
So did.
So, and people,
A thing of beauty.
hey, let
was,
keep
man.
thinking that. Let them keep thinking that, because what's going to happen? They're going to load that box up, and AJ Brown will get that one-on-one coverage on the outside. And we seen how jacked AJ Brown is, and you see what he did to Chris Harris last year when he played the Broncos, and he got mad. Man, I mean, it's too much, man. So this is what I'm saying. People, other podcasters, Jags, Colts, if you think like that, continue to think like that.
Anything
Remember,
like that. Exactly.
Please do.
Right.
That's
Because
just
we're the hardest tackling team in the league.
yes,
I mean,
I
you can't
agree.
tackle AJ Brown one-on-one. You can't tackle Jonnu Smith one-on-one. You definitely can't tackle Derrick Henry one-on-one.
You
So
can't.
that's
No,
one
you
thing I
can't.
really like about what we have, man, is our playmakers are hard to tackle.
right.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
the
man.
and the worst thing for other teams is we're only gonna get better.
Yeah,
Derrick Henry is only gonna get even better. AJ Brown is only gonna get better.
Absolutely.
And they're young people.
Exactly. These are young people,
Young.
man.
They are young. That's something that separates the Titans from the rest of the AFC South. Okay,
Right.
is our GM. Okay, our front office. Our front office has been golden. They
Yes.
know how to bring in players and bring in talent out of nowhere. So something tells me, I'm like, hey, the Jaguars can talk their trash like they do. The Colts, they're a well-coached team, but do they have a great GM like John Robinson? Yeah.
He's pretty. I'm not gonna. I kind of gotta disagree with you a lot.
Sorry.
Even though I have to give the devil their due. Chris Ballard is a pretty decent GM. I got to give him that. I got to give him that.
Yeah.
Because remember, remember when the GM job was up for Tennessee, it was down to who? J-Rob and Chris Ballard.
Right.
Yeah.
I figured with either one of those two, we were going to be straight. I
Yeah.
just don't think Ballard wanted malarkey. So
Right.
I think that's what happened there. And Tighten Up Low brought up a great point. We were in the game with the New Orleans Saints. That high-powered offense without Derrick Henry.
Right.
Without Derrick Henry.
Yep.
And we should have won that game.
Should have won that game.
What Tannehill did. You see what I was at the game. You see what Tannehill
You was there? Exactly.
That hit that happened with Khalif Raymond, which should have been a penalty.
It should have been a penalty.
In scoring position, we would have won that game.
Right.
We would
I
have
agree.
won that game. But without Derrick Henry, we're dangerous, okay? We're dangerous. And I get your point, Chris, when you say about Ballard. I still say John's killing the game. John is killing the game.
I just had to go over there for a second, but I hear you. I got you.
But if I got to say second, then I would say the Colts, yes. But just in the division, just in the division, how the Titans are building. And I asked you this, Hawk, I think about a couple of years ago.
Okay.
I said, in our decade, do you see us getting to a Super Bowl? Has your mind changed? I remember you said, I forgot, I think you said no.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Because, of course, we had a streak of mediocrity, man. Okay.
Right.
We had a streak of bad draft picks. We had a streak of injuries, bad free agents, even not signing certain free agents. So, that tune has changed over the past 5 years. I mean, especially since John Robinson has taken over. Yes, I absolutely can see us going. We almost made it to the Super Bowl this year. So we're trending in the right direction where, when you look at teams in our division, the Jags and Titan Anderson, I know that's a team that you can't stand. I'm there with you, bro. The Jags are trending downward. The Texans are trending downward. The Colts are trending up now. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But that's on paper. On paper. Yep. And just like anything on paper, you can rip it up and throw it away. So we don't know yet. So, I think the Titans, when you look at the AFC, I think Buffalo, Pittsburgh, the Ravens, us, the Chiefs. Those are the top 5 teams in the division, I think, man. And I think we're able to beat all of those teams. I think the Chiefs would give us the biggest challenge, of course. Right. But, if the Chiefs don't bring in Chris Jones, I think it's a very high possibility that we beat him. Chris Jones is that good of a player. He's that much of an impact player. Yep. So I do think the Titans, not a do think, I know the Titans have the opportunity to be a Super Bowl team as much as some of the pundits not think that. You know what I'm saying? I think that they can. Absolutely. Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
So guys,
I agree.
I have and we have to prepare our mind. We have to ask this question, okay? And we know what's going on. And I'm just going to put it simple as possible. Are we starting the season on time?
Chris, I'll let you take that one first, sir.
All right. Are we going to start the season on time?
Chris, before you start, or is the season even happening?
I think the season's going to happen. Will it start on time? That is a good question. I think it does start on time. I mean, we're down to 2 preseason games. I think at best it's going to start with limited capacity. I think it's going to be limited capacity, probably, like I said, just season ticket holders. I think that's how it's going to happen. It's either going to be that way or no fans at all. I think that's how it's going to be. And I do think the season's going to start on time, but it does. But the good thing about the NFL, they get to see what happens with the NBA, with the NHL, with Major League Baseball. If they see it's working, however they're doing it, then they're like, you know what? We're going to implement some of this, and we can make it work. If they see where, oh man, there's more corona or something's not working, then they might scale it back a little bit. Right. So, as of right now, I think it starts on time, and I think it starts on time, limited capacity at best. It's not going to be packed.
What about you, Hal?
Okay. I'm going to have to respectfully disagree. I do not think it's going to start on time. I think, the one sign is the fact that now they have tempered down the amount of preseason games. And within the next week or two, if things don't get better, they might get rid of the preseason in general, which – the preseason, in a lot of ways, I think it's more for revenue, not so much for the team. You know what I mean? Because, it's just more games to be played and more money to be made. So that's another topic. But I do not think the season will start because the season's almost here already, right? We're already in July, right? And the numbers for the virus have not gone down. They're going up. And I just, schools are not even starting on time. I mean, just so many things that are just right now delayed. So why would we start the NFL season, above anything else? So I think it will start at some time in 2020, maybe. I don't know, maybe November or December. And I hope there's not a second wave that comes through when it does get cold outside and
Yep.
viruses are able to be more susceptible in the air or just physically. But I think the season will start, but it will start later. And I think it's just a precautionary reason because football is such a physical sport. I mean, you can't be more physical than football, right? If somebody has it, that's a problem. And especially a star gets it, then all of a sudden it's just going to throw the whole league in a frenzy. Think Patrick
See,
Mahomes gets it or something, and the Chiefs are like, oh my gosh, we could have wished this could have been a bit later, not right now. So I just think in time we just need more time to kind of figure out like, yeah, this is going to start now. I don't think it's going to start on time, man. What about for you, Jacques?
So I'm going to say it's not going to start on time, but if it does start, it'll probably be late September. With like I agree with Chris with limited capacity, probably season ticket holders 6 feet apart. And then my concern is the players getting it. Okay, like you just iterated, Hawk. You said if Patrick Mahomes gets the virus, he has to quarantine for 14 days.
Yes.
Okay,
that's
you
2
lose
games.
your quarterback for 14 days. People think about that.
Yep.
If
That's
Derrick
2-3 games.
It's
It is, and that's money lost. And that's
It's
money lost.
lost. Think about if Derrick Henry gets the virus, guys. That's gonna be that hits hard. Tannehill gets the virus. What we doing here, right? We
You already heard Zeke.
before.
You already heard Zeke had it.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly. And that's another thing too. People are not understanding how it affects you long term. You see what I'm saying? You're athletes.
Yeah.
We were all athletes. We played. We know as a capacity, lung capacity, certain things are going to play in sports. So how is this going to affect me when I come back from my quarantine? Okay, am I still going to be able to throw the same? Am I still going to be? That's my biggest concern. Yes, if the season starts on time, great. If you don't, okay. The problem I got is if my star running back goes down and he misses 2 to 3 games, and those 2 to 3 games we needed him,
Yes.
and we lose those 2 to 3 games, and that's those 2 to 3 games that we needed to get to the playoffs, I'm pissed.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
And that's something that I don't mean to talk medical or anything, but that's something I saw on CNN. I think earlier, it was either today or last night. That was something that was being talked about, is that there could be some long-term effects. Even if you're asymptomatic and you get through 2 weeks just fine, you may still have some lingering things that happen that could affect you maybe for months, years, maybe even for the rest of your life that you got to think about. So, I mean, I hear you. Right. I hear you on that one. I hear y'all on that one. I mean, if like you said, it never really hits you until it hits home.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Like you said, if Mahomes or Lamar Jackson get it, that hurts the league. That
it
hurts
does.
the league. Mm-hmm. But if it's Derrick Henry, if it's Taylor Lewan, if God forbid, Kevin Byard, one of them, it hurts us big time.
It does, big time. Exactly. So, and viewership will be down because they're not going to see Logan Woodside out there at the quarterback. Viewers are going to be, oh man, Tannehill, Derrick Henry there. I'm not going to watch the Titans, right? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's money's tied into all of this, and I think they know that too. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, so yeah, man. So AFC South, the Indianapolis Colts, right? The Colts. And as we mentioned, if you guys want to check out the Bring the Juice podcast, that's a great podcast to subscribe to. They are the Colts podcast on YouTube. We did a show with them just a few days ago. Check that out. The link is in our bio as well. So the Indianapolis Colts. So many people are now talking about the Colts being a top 3 team in the AFC. They're going to win the AFC South. They're going to do this and do that. They barely missed the playoffs last year. Now you got Phillip Rivers. You got Michael Pittman, the rookie. You got Jonathan Taylor, a rookie. They brought in the guy from the 49ers in DeForest Buckner. So, they've even added Xavier Rhodes. So they have a lot of compartments that they've added to the team, to the Colts. And as you guys know, the Colts have always been a tough out for us, especially when Andrew Luck was playing. We couldn't beat them. It's just what it was. It is what it is, right? And even when Peyton Manning was there, we couldn't beat them. But now they have Phillip Rivers. So because we have these new players, how do you guys think about the Colts? Are you have any fear of them? Do you guys think they'll make the playoffs? How do you think the Colts will do this season?
let me put it like this with the Colts. And I will say this. I'm not worried about the Indianapolis Colts. However, they cannot be ignored. They're going to be a challenge no matter what. They've always been there. Like I said, added to Forrest Buckner, Xavier Rhodes, Phillip Rivers, drafted Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman. They got Jacob Eason as possibly the quarterback of the future. Mm-hmm. Again, like the Ravens, they are stacking up for us. They are stacking up for us. They know what we're trying to do, and they're going to do everything in their power to stop it. Now, Phillip Rivers behind that big-time offensive line. Colts offensive line is probably one of the best in the league, if not the best.
Yes.
Cannot deny that.
Right.
And that makes Phillip Rivers' life a whole hell of a lot easier.
It does.
Jonathan Taylor is a big-time back. He's going to get a lot of carries, but he does have fumbleitis issues.
He does
have fumble issues. Michael Pittman, very good receiver. I was hoping the Titans might take a look at him.
Right.
But he's a guy, he catches the ball, but he's not no burner. He's not a guy that's just going to burn past Adoree Jackson or anything.
Nope. Right.
Colts, and I will say the defense. The defense is very good. Darius Leonard is still one of the best linebackers in the league.
Yes, sir.
And, Malik Hooker is still a very good safety. Mm-hmm. With all of that being said, because I don't want to give too much respect to the Colts, I will not ignore them, but I'm not worried about the Indianapolis Colts. Only team I'm worried about is us right here.
Yes, sir.
We got to do our job. And I think in my early prediction, I think I have us splitting with the Colts, I think,
we do.
Early on.
Yeah, we do as well.
And so, and the fact that we got to play them with, we got to play them 2 out of 3 weeks with the Ravens in the middle. That is a very tough 3-game stretch.
It is.
So the good thing is we got them. I think the first time is on Thursday night. So we got them on a Thursday night prime time, and then we got 10 days to prepare for the Ravens. So I think that does us some good. And yes. I think the Colts will be coming off of the road the week before, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. But worried, no. Ignore them, I will not do either. So that's me.
Gotcha.
So for me, and of course, we did the podcast. Mentally, let me say this. Christian, you brought up a good point about not ignoring them. Mentally, having games almost back-to-back like that against the Colts can mentally be draining, okay? They can mentally drain a team, drain a person, because we know how the Colts have been a thorn in our side, man. But 2 years ago, last game to get to the playoffs, and that's when that was Luck's last game, I think it was. And then regular season game, and we lost, okay? And we know they don't have Luck anymore. Of course, it's the Colts. They continue to get premier quarterbacks. This is what they do. Now, with Rivers, we know how this offensive line, when he was with LA, it was trash. But with the new offensive line, we know, hey, he's going to elevate a little bit. But am I scared of the Colts? No. But I know what the Colts bring, and I know that we got to watch them. It's one of those things. We know we're better than the Colts on paper. We know we're better than the Colts, just period. But at the same time,
facts, no paper.
A little thing when it comes to us playing the Colts. And we finally got over that hump the second part of the season we played in the second time. And I was talking to her. I was like, Hawk, I hope we beat the brakes off of them, because I just don't. I'm like, yeah, I don't like the Colts because it's the Colts. But
and it was in their house.
And it was in their house. And that's exactly, and that's why I was so happy, because I was like, hey, we beat them in their house, something we really haven't been able to do in a long time. And it's been years since we've been able to do that. So for us to come around and be like, hey, are we really scared of the Colts? I feel like the team is coached differently now. Let's tell you something about Vrabel. I noticed. Vrabel is one of those coaches. He doesn't make the same mistake twice, okay? First year he was coaching, hey, he struggled. Second year, we see what happened. We got to the AFC Championship. He started to mature. Year 3, he's going to get better, okay? He's going to hey, these are the Colts. We know we've seen them before. Let's get focused. Let's see what we have to do. John Robinson, he's a veteran in the game now. He's seen the Colts. So the Colts, and when we did the podcast, they're trying to build their team like us. Jonathan Taylor, run heavy, beat you down. Hey, don't throw that much, and we go from there. Now, I will say this. With the new playoff format, I can't see the Colts making the playoffs. Not saying they're going to have a 10-5 record. No, probably 9-8 or 8-8, getting into the playoffs and skirting or slipping into the playoffs. So, am I scared of them? No. Is my third eye open? Yes. I see you, Colts. I see what I know what you about to do.
Right.
My biggest wish, my Christmas wish for the Titans this year would be to sweep the Colts. That would make my year. That would make my decade if we swept the Colts.
Yes.
We swept them with power. I'm gonna say this, people. If we play the Broncos and we just whoop the Broncos and beat them with ease, we're gonna have a tremendous season. Because if you guys noticed last year, we were beating people, putting up points on the board, just spanking people, just left and right. And something that I'm like, okay, hey, we have enough pieces to gel now in year 2. And people remember, we're in year 2 with Tannehill, Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, Adam Humphries. This is the core people that we have. And then defensively, I know our defensive line is a little but then you bring in Vic Beasley, and something about Vrabel knows how to bring talent out. So just imagine if he can bring the rookie season that Vic Beasley had, if he can bring that Vic Beasley out, woo!
Yes. Agreed. So the Colts, again, as you guys said as well, I'm not scared of the Colts. I think it's actually the opposite. I think the Colts are scared of us because I think they are trying to stack their team to be more physical because they know 22 is coming down the pipeline, right? They know A.J. Brown is coming down the pipeline. And one thing about the Colts defensively, they've always ran a zone scheme, right? And they tackle pretty well. The problem with them is their pass rush. Their pass rush stinks. And I don't really think they have a lot of talent in the defensive backfield. They were speaking upon certain players that they have on their team. What was the corner we were just talking about, Jacques?
Rose.
Not Rose, the other.
The one, the guy's name.
Man. See, but that lets you know, like we can't even remember his name as if he would be a Pro Bowler. I was like, guys, they're not that talented in the defensive backfield. So I think with the Colts, this is what I think. I do think the Colts will make the playoffs, maybe a 10-6 record, 9-7. And I do think we might see them 3 times. We definitely see them twice in the season, and we might see them in the playoffs, maybe in Nashville. The Colts are going to be there, but I wouldn't be afraid of them. I would keep my eye on them, be kind of looking through, like, okay, I see you guys, and we'll be ready for you guys. But I think they're going to prepare more for us and trying to stop us and running the football. I think for us to beat them, the one player I think they should have a big game, and if he does, we're going to blow him out, and that's Ryan Tannehill. Because again, when I look at their DBs, Rocky Sin is a corner for them. Malik Hooker can't stay healthy, right? You have guys like that they don't scare me. You know what I'm saying? And so, Darius Leonard makes tackle. It's Kenny Moore, the corner that I'm talking about. Kenny Moore.
That's right. He was the Pro Bowl. They Pro Bowl or something like that. They did a poll.
Yes, right. And I'm like, do you not know we have 2 corners on our team better than Kenny Moore? You know what I mean? And so, but I do think the Colts will make the playoffs. And I just think that if Ryan Tannehill has a big game, which I think he can actually against the Colts, I think we could beat them twice. I think we can sweep them, but that would be a big Christmas gift. As mentioned in our pregame a few weeks ago when we talked about the season, me and Jacques both had the Titans splitting with the Colts. Because again, I have respect for them. I do think they have a good roster, and I think we'll beat them in Nashville and they'll beat us in Indianapolis. That's just how I feel. But I think we might see them in the playoffs. When you look at all the AFC teams, it might be a situation. I really hope it is, and we beat them. That would be great. That would be great, man. That would be great.
And one thing you got to think about this. Look at the situation that we're in right now. Teams not really able to practice together like this.
Right.
Phillip Rivers, yes, is a veteran quarterback. He's coming into an entirely new team. Exactly. He got into an entirely new team. He's got to get he's got to get used to T.Y. He's got to get used to Paris Campbell and Michael Pittman. He's got to get used to that offensive line blocking for him. So, I mean, that's a new thing for Phillip Rivers. Yes, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think he does have some familiarity with Frank Reich, if I'm not mistaken, because I think Frank Reich was in with the Chargers for some time. Right. But as far as those players, he's got to get used to them. With Tannehill and Derrick Henry, they all used to each other.
Exactly.
They know. I mean, yes, with Corey Davis and with A.J. Brown, just continue to build a chemistry, but we already have a little bit of chemistry, so that may give us a small advantage in that end.
Right. Facts. No paper. Absolutely.
I would say this too, that with them focusing on Derrick Henry like that, because we know that every team is building to stop Derrick Henry, Tannehill, like you said, how Tannehill can be the catalyst. Tannehill can be the key to where he just opens up we almost would turn into a passing team. It's like interchangeable. We have a run game, we can also pass. You have a run game, you can also pass. You stop the run, we're gonna pass on you. You stop the pass, we're gonna run on you. So pick your poison. Which one do you want?
Hey, we can use the pass to set up the run. We can use the run to set up the pass.
That's correct.
Easily.
Yep. Absolutely.
Best built teams and I'm not just saying this because we're Titans fans and we bleed blue. This is if you really break it down, we have one of the best built teams in the NFL besides our defensive line. Once we correct that, we have a Super Bowl roster. Literally, truth, you just said it. We had that chemistry, that second year chemistry going into the league. Like, hey, with everything going on, we have one of the best built rosters, and they know that. That's why they're trying to emulate. If you look at what the coach did, they're trying to emulate what we did. Same way with the Ravens. Ravens don't want to admit it. I think Harbaugh came out and basically said, no, we didn't underestimate them. We prepared for them.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
You said what?
If anybody out there says anything different is either a liar or too stupid to know the truth.
Right. Exactly, man. So fans, at this point, this is the part where we chop it up. So we're going to kind of do a remix version. As you guys know, Chris Titans and Truth has his Pick My Brain section, right? So I'm going to let you lead that cause, Titans and Truth, and we're going to do it, man. Go ahead, sir.
Well, then, if the Grace, the host of Tennessee Titans Weekly, we can pick my brain. Pick my brain. Don't just pick my brain. Pick theirs too. So,
yes.
Let's have a little fun with this. So, I'm anxious to see what some questions have. I already see like one coming up talking about Metal Madness saying, is everyone comfortable with Kelly starting now in place of Conklin?
Good question. So, yes, I am. I am. I do think Conklin it was better. Is better than Kelly, but I don't think by much. And so I do think, with the emergence of Ben Jones and the entire offensive line, the interior line, with looking at that, man, I would think that we're gonna be all right. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. We got Isaiah Wilson in the back as well. He's gonna learn and get better as well too. I don't think it's gonna be a major drop off. 22 still a big guy. He didn't lose any weight. He hasn't lost any speed. So they still got to tackle him anyway. So all Dennis Kelly needs to do is hold his man a little longer than maybe what Conklin did, in which I think he will. And in that regard, I still think we're going to be a hell of a running team. So I don't think it's going to be a drop off, ladies and gentlemen. I think we'll be ready, man. Definitely.
I don't either. I actually, if you remember, Kelly came in and started for Lewan there for a minute. Each lineman that's went down, Kelly has stepped up. He's very versatile. So that when we signed him, I really thought, okay, hey, we're not going to go out and sign or draft an offensive lineman. We drafted Wilson. I'm like, okay. Well, we'll see. But am I confident? Yeah, I'm fine with going in with Kelly during the season. And Nate Davis has elevated too. Something that people don't realize about Nate. Nate struggled early in the year, but then he started getting stronger and stronger as the year progressed. And even in the playoffs, he did good. So something that the line is going to do, they're going to gel together. And then you actually have Kelly getting reps. Because remember, Kelly will get reps probably like 2 or 3 games. Then he's on the bench. 2 or 3 games here, he's on the bench. So something that I'm respecting about Kelly, I'm like, hey, I think he'll do it. So now we're good.
Yeah. Saying Sappho played unbelievable the last like 8 games of the season too, man.
He did.
I agree.
He did.
I agree. And I think somebody else, I'm going to get to a question, but Titan Upload basically said Ben Jones wants a shout out for his birthday. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
He's just kidding. But shout out to Ben Jones. Happy birthday to Big Ben Jones.
Big Ben.
And so I think Jeremiah Robinson said biggest surprise of the year that could come. And I think Christian Fulton winning Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
I honestly think he could end up being the steal of the draft.
Yes.
And now Darren Evans could be that way too, but I think Christian Fulton, him and Adoree Jackson, even with Malcolm Butler, but him and Adoree Jackson, that is the future.
Yes.
That is the future, and it is looking mighty, mighty bright.
It is, man. My surprise is going to be 81. I actually think that Jonnu Smith has a very good chance of making a Pro Bowl. You know, Travis Kelce will probably be the automatic bid for the starter. But as far as the next tight end in the Pro Bowl, Jonnu Smith has every opportunity to be that because he is the most fastest tight end in the league. I don't think that's a debate. And he's definitely one of the more athletic tight ends in the league. So for him, it's just about mentally getting it together, making the plays that he needs to, and being that playmaker for us. And so I think Jonnu Smith can have a great season and make it to the Pro Bowl. He's going to be my surprise player of the year.
My surprise player, and it's going to sound crazy, but Beasley. I feel like they didn't bring Beasley in for no reason. And like I said earlier, Vrabel knows how to bring your talent out. And they've seen something in Beasley where they're like, hey, if we tweak this game, if you do this, you can bring. So I feel like Beasley will probably try to at least go back to rookie form, but at least be more consistent in what we have. I watched a little tape on Beasley this year, and it's something about Atlanta's defense is they switch so much. Beasley can play off the ball. He can play on the line. It's just what it is. But for me, it'll be Beasley.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll say this. Jonnu might get paid before the season starts.
Okay.
Might get paid before the season starts. Remember, this is a contract year for him.
It is.
You know, they may want to make sure to lock him up because he's the future tight end. So he might get paid before the season starts.
Yes,
so I definitely can see that.
Right. Absolutely.
C-Dub,
go ahead.
C-Dub had a valid point. He said if Butler didn't get hurt, we probably end up in the Super Bowl. And I kind of agree with that because let me say not kind of. I agree with that because remember once our secondary went down, man, we had the top secondary, top five. Yep. In the first part of the year when Butler, matter of fact, the secondary was keeping us together.
It was.
We were struggling. We were struggling, and the secondary was keeping us together with a trash defensive line. So definitely, if Butler was in there, we would have had a better chance of getting to the Super Bowl, along with Delaney too. But
exactly.
I'm gonna miss Delaney.
Yes, man. Tell me about it, man. 82, man. Delaney Walker was unbelievable at tight end, man. Like, if he had played the way he had been playing here with the Titans early in his career, we're gonna be talking about a Hall of Fame tight end at this point, man.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
I definitely agree. And I think somebody else had another good question too. I'm trying to pull it up now. I think a lot of people talk about why. Roger Saffold it continued to improve, which I think, honestly, you know, like you said, first part of the year, everybody was calling for his head. Everybody was calling for his head. Myself included.
Me too.
Myself included.
We roasted Saffold on the show, man.
We did.
I did too. I did too.
Yep.
So.
Saffold's issue is pass blocking, man. His run blocking is incredible. At times he's inconsistent in the pass block, but he got much better. I want to say even when Tannehill became the quarterback, he just got better. You know what I mean? And it just maybe just a better chemistry. I think Tannehill gets the ball out much quicker than Mariota did as well too. That might have played a part in it. But we were on Saffold. I was like, man, he's not playing good at all, and he just hunkered down. And Saffold was a beast. Saffold was a beast, man. I saw him pancaking dudes.
Nate Davis too.
Yes, Nate Davis too, man. Mm-hmm. And he was a rookie. Nate Davis was a third-round pick as a rookie out there starting and balling.
I'm just saying.
Yep.
Think about it. The offensive line is coming into their second year all together.
That's right, sir.
And Kelly, the only new person we got is Wilson. That's the only new. I mean, he's a rookie. So you bringing in Kelly, who's already been playing with these guys. What's the drop-off besides Connor?
That's
exactly.
Right, that's right.
Exactly. And I think some people were they were chatting about, do we have the best cornerbacks in Titans history, which I have to definitively say absolutely not. Because, I mean, honestly enough, you got to think. Samari Rolle, Chris Dishman, Marcus Robinson, Blaine Bishop.
Yep.
I mean, we had some good ones before now.
We did.
Plenty of good ones.
We did.
So,
we did.
Now, I will say, Chris, that because we know the old Titans, we knew that. Mm-hmm. With this new line of Titans that's coming in, they can compete. Let me say that they're if it's a ladder, they're climbing. They're climbing.
They are climbing.
They're climbing.
They're definitely climbing.
They're climbing. Now, I would say this is the speed-wise, this is the fastest corners that we've had. Besides Samari Rolle, because Samari Rolle was a beast, man. Like he was the
best corner we've had here, Samari Rolle.
Like hands down.
Yeah.
But speed-wise, I mean, you got Fulton and you got Adoree. man, those and man, I'm with you, Chris. To see Fulton on this side and Adoree on that side, on the outside, man, just a ooh.
Especially when Fulton get and think about it, especially when Fulton gets into form.
Yes.
Get into form. Is he going to struggle maybe a little bit early? Maybe a little.
Maybe a little bit, right.
He's got the smarts up here. I mean, he's got the smarts up here that it's not going to take him long to get better.
That's right,
I mean, again, like you said, Ja, it's going to basically be pick your poison. Right. If you throw this way, you're going at Adoree. He's either going to knock it down, make sure you don't catch it. Because if he catches a pick and it's green ahead, as Deion said would say, just go on to the sideline.
Absolutely.
Go to the sideline, get ready for the kickoff. Because Adoree, you're not catching him. Nope. Go to the other side. Fulton gets better. He's going to make sure you ain't even throwing his direction. Because LSU's last year, teams were barely throwing in his direction.
Yes.
Plain and simple.
That's right. We see Mr. Titan. Yeah, we like Roll as well, guys.
Hey, Roll was a beast, man. I would like to see Adoree approve in instead of PBs, man. Take them. Hey, let's turn them to INTs, okay? Yep. Something too. When he was at USC, he was a receiver. He played receiver too. That's crazy. I just look at sometimes with Adoree. I'm like, dude, did you forget how to catch? I'm like, I understand that's why you play. You know that's saying that if you play DB, you were a receiver at one point in time, and they moved you to DB because you didn't know how to catch. So it's just I would like to see more INT.
Which is the story of most DBs. DBs are wide receivers that can't catch, man. That's facts.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And Cortland Finnegan was a feisty too, man.
Yep. We see that Cali boy. Yeah, we know about Cortland Finnegan. Absolutely. Feisty corner.
Probably the best 7th round pick we've ever had.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. I agree.
I mean, feisty. He was mean, and I loved it.
Yes.
Man, all right.
Yep. Yeah, he was a stalwart for the Titans for years, man. You know, Finnegan was going to be out there. He was out there, and he played hard every game, man. He didn't give up on nobody. He wasn't scared of nobody. Small, but he was tough.
Alton Verner was pretty dope too when he was here, man.
Yep. Yeah, that was a mistake we made. We should have kept him.
Man, we should have kept him, man. Woo.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Let me see some other questions here we got. Let's see.
I see Titans. Joseph Rodriguez says, "How would Malcolm Butler play a factor for us in the AFC Championship game last season?"
Would have helped a lot, honestly enough. And shout out to my guy Joseph. And Joseph always brags on me, especially when I turn heel against Marcus. But speaking of Malcolm Butler, I think Malcolm Butler would have definitely helped because, I mean, we were definitely hurting in the secondary. I mean, Tremaine Brock is out there. And think about that one particular play. We all know the play where Patrick Mahomes got outside, and obviously Rashaan Evans was probably really hurt at that moment. Because if he makes that tackle, I think it's a whole different ball game.
It is.
And then Tremaine Brock comes up, instead of sticking him and keeping him out of his zone, he basically hugs him on the way in. I'm like, what are you doing?
Right.
We were so pissed off, man. Me and y'all watched the game together and was like, you got to be kidding me. We lost our minds in there, man. Yeah. We couldn't believe it. Yeah.
I did too. I was watching shout out to the Tennessee Titans fan club of Memphis, by the way. You know, if any of them are watching, I was sitting watching it with them. I'm thinking, okay, we're up 17-7. All we gotta do is continue to play our game. We are 30 minutes from the Super Bowl.
I know, man.
30 minutes.
Great memories, man. You pissed me off.
It hurts.
It hurt. It did, man.
It hurt my heart.
It did, man. It did. I was quiet for about a week, man. I didn't really talk to nobody after that game for a while, man. I was really pissed off, man. Yep.
I didn't want to either. After that game, it was just like, you know what? For a while, I gotta shut myself off from the rest of the
I did the same thing.
I don't want to hear it.
Yes,
I did.
I barely wanted to watch the Super Bowl.
I agree.
Right after that.
Right.
I'm just like, Nah, I'm like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, the only reason I did a show that week is because I felt obligated to my fans to give them a show.
Right. I'm saying, sir. Man, hey, we had our Chiefs post game, man. It was delayed about a week and a half, Jacques.
It was about a week and a half.
Yeah. Wait, man, we was like, we're not doing no show, man. I was like, I'm not doing no show, man. I'm not doing this at all. I'm pissed. Yes.
Right. Hey, Zach Carpenter. Zach had a. This is a good question. He says Michael Griffin, Chris Hope, and Finnegan, or Byard, Vaccaro, and Jackson.
I think that's an easy answer, bro.
Ooh, okay.
Byard, Vaccaro, and Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm Byard, Vaccaro, and Jackson as well.
Byard making the biggest difference in that whole matchup because Byard is unbelievable. And again, I don't think people realize Kevin Byard in 3 seasons has 17 interceptions. You know, in college he had 19 interceptions. I mean, like his stats are unbelievable. And not just his stats, the way he plays. Again, how many teams do you know that beat the Titans down in the middle, deep middle? It don't happen.
No, don't happen.
It doesn't happen ever.
Titans will get blown out like that.
Exactly. Don't.
Very rare.
If we get beat in the league. Exactly. No question. If we get beat,
best safety in the league.
He is the best safety in the league. He is the best safety in the league. No question. No question. He covers space better than anybody in the league. And there were rumors about about Jamal Adams being a possible destination here with us. And taking the place of Vaccaro. My thing is, if we brought Jamal Adams, I wouldn't take Vaccaro out. I would put Jamal Adams as a weak side linebacker. I'd keep all them jokers out there because we do run safety sets at times when Amani Hooker's out there. So Kevin Byard makes the biggest difference, like by far. So I think it'd be Byard. That matchup would be my favorite of the 3.
Although I will say this, I have like my friend. Shout out to my guy Travis Davis. We were at the draft in Philly. If I didn't want Mike Williams so bad, and I did at the time, I'm banging the table for Jamal Adams at 5. I'm like, Titans, if you're not going to take Mike Williams, give me Jamal Adams. Him and Byard together would have been a devastating duo. Right. No disrespect to Kenny Vaccaro, because Kenny Vaccaro has been a godsend. But Byard and Adams together, it would have been a beautiful disaster for other teams. It would have been a match made in heaven.
Yes.
Bohemian Rhapsody all played out.
Man, come on now.
Yes, definitely, man. So
hey, Metal Madness had a question. He said, who are starting receivers now beyond AJ, CD, and Adams? Who do y'all guys see? Remember, we don't have Tajay. Tajay's gone. That's another hole.
Raymond to step up a little bit more. Give him some more snaps.
Who asked that question? I'm looking.
Metal Madness.
He asked what now? I think I missed it.
Wide receivers. We know who are starting wide receivers. We know who they are. We got AJ, CD, and Adam. But beyond that, who's the 4th? Who's the 5th?
Raymond. Khalif Raymond. Got to get more snaps.
Okay. Yeah, I said use them right. You got to use them right.
Yep.
We used them right just a little bit last year, but utilize his speed. He has speed. He has speed. I mean, the routes. I mean, the best route I seen last year was the one that he did on Marlon Humphreys in the playoff game.
Oh yes,
that was good. If I got to rate a route, just for the 2019 season, that was the best route of 2019.
Right.
Yeah.
The way, crisp. Textbook.
It was.
I agree totally. 100% with that one. And I'm going to give y'all a dark horse, and Titans Uploaders had him on the show. We should watch out for this kid, Mason Kinsey. He could be our Drew Bennett. Mm-hmm. He could be our Drew Bennett all over again.
Right.
So we got to watch out for this guy. And another guy, I think his name is Wilkerson from Southeast Missouri, from J-Rob's old school. Uh-huh. So we got to watch out for those 2 guys. They might possibly make the team and do some big-time damage.
And the Davis guy, I see Caliber Baby Davis, Rashad Davis. You know, he played some last year too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
But I like Khalif. I like Khalif, man, in that spot, man.
I do too.
Yep.
I do too.
He earned it in the preseason, man. Khalif caught everything in the preseason. You know what I mean? My only concern, and I've told Jacques this, my only concern with Khalif Raymond is he's small, and in like at times when he gets hit, he's got to learn that escapability piece. He's got a lot of straight line speed, but when he gets hit, man, he gets lit up, man. I'd be like, whoo, right? So I just want keep him protected as much as you can, man. Put him in spots where he don't take so many hits. What's that?
He got to bulk up a little bit.
He's gonna have to bulk up a little bit. He's a very small guy, man. He's very small. So just bulk up a little bit. Yes. Yep. So yep. Somebody, Zach Carpenter said Khalif is like Will Fuller to the Texans. I totally agree. And then when you look at Will Fuller's a small guy, and what happens to Will Fuller? He stays hurt all the time, right? Stays hurt. He takes big hits and he's hurt.
And shout out to Michael Griffin. He follows me on Twitter. I actually just did a message out to him. I'm gonna try to see if this is a possible work in progress. I'm gonna try to see if I can get Michael Griffin on the show. Nice. I'm gonna try. I don't know if it'll work, but he follows me on Twitter, so I gotta try to see if I can get him.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I know a few people that know him as well too, man. That's cool, man. That's good stuff, dude. Yes, absolutely, man. Yep.
Indeed.
Yeah, man. Yes, Yeah, man.
I have to agree with Cali boy. We cannot forget about Cam Batson. We can't forget about
yes.
Yeah. So I just seen a comment and I'm trying to see who asked that. Okay, King Isaac said, could Kaepernick be a Titan?
I'd say this. As far as a backup quarterback, I can't say that I'm confident in what we have right now. Okay, we got Logan Woodside, and we have the rookie in. I keep forgetting his name, man. Colt McDonald, exactly. Colt McDonald, yes, exactly right. So, it would make sense to at least bring him in for a tryout. I think the only issue is that when Kaepernick had sued teams, I think he sued the Titans too for collusion, right? So there might be some damaged waters in that relationship. But I would love to bring in somebody, a veteran that could come in and compete. And I would welcome him. I would welcome it. You know what I mean? It's about winning football games, and so you want to provide the most talent that you can on your football team. So I would welcome it. Why not? Try it out, just see what happens.
Right.
Now, I did a show. I want to say I did a show maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago about Colin Kaepernick. And I laid out about 5 things that could possibly get in the way of that. But I think my tune has changed since then. The first thing is media. If you sign Kaepernick, the media is going to come all over it. They're going to be flooding here just to talk to Kaepernick, and he's the backup.
Right.
2, could he cause friction in the locker room? Now, back then, I would have said yes. Now, I'm probably going to say no.
Right.
Number 3 would be, he's going to probably want starter money. Now, I don't think he will either. I think he just wants a job. At that time, I'm like, he might be jobbing for Marcus's spot. Marcus is going to be looking over his shoulder. Right now, I wouldn't say that. So I think he would be okay money-wise. Number 4 is coaching staff. We have a different coaching staff now than we did then. At that time, it was Malarkey. Now it's Vrabel. So I think it could be a little bit better. And I think we have a better coaching staff that could help that situation. Now, the last one, and that's the most important, is think of where we are in Tennessee. We're in the Bible Belt. And a lot of people, that live in Tennessee, are so I am for country and things like that. With Kaepernick, what he did, would he be accepted by the fans? Honestly enough, I think we should accept him. Absolutely. So I would be down with Kaepernick coming to the Titans. He ain't going to take Ryan Tannehill's spot, but hey, I would feel a whole lot better if Tannehill goes down with Kaepernick coming in than Woodside or Cole McDonald coming in. I mean, I wouldn't want to hinge my entire season on Woodside.
Right. Exactly.
I agree. I mean, I can't disagree. I mean, Kaepernick took the 49ers to a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Remember that. I mean,
Yes,
besides he did, his play. People say,
two
well,
NFC championships too.
Exactly. People are like, well, Kaepernick's not good. I know. Remember, two NFC championships in the Super Bowl. Okay, off of what he did. So I would definitely say, hey, work him out, bring him in, put him as a backup. And like you said, Chris, if Tannehill goes down, I am way confident. I'm like, okay, it's not going to be a big drop off. We know we're going to win some games. Kaepernick wouldn't have to throw a million times because remember in San Francisco, he was the latter part of his career, he was throwing 30, 40 times a game.
Right,
so
right.
You hang up him.
The read option would come back.
Exactly. I mean, it's not a big drop off. You think about it. Tannehill, you have Blaine Gabbert coming here. That's a humongous drop off. That's athletically, it's like go from day and night, right? Athletically, if Tannehill goes down, Kaepernick comes in. Hey, read option, roll out.
You ain't got to change much.
You ain't got to change your playbook, literally. So people can take how they feel out of their head and like, hey, we trying to win some games.
That's right.
Let's bring them in. Let's do what we got to do. Take all that. When all that went down, I was like, people, are y'all silly? Do y'all want to win football games? Or y'all just want to sit here and just continue to lose just because how you feel? No, bring them in. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. So yeah. So we have room for one more question.
Make it count, people.
Yep.
What we got? I like Joseph. He said, give me Colin or give me. Oh man.
And guys, we appreciate all the viewers too, man, and all the questions that have been posed and not just even questions, statements that you guys have made, man. You guys are very knowledgeable upon the Titans, and that's what we like, folks that know about the team. Yeah.
Love it.
Yes.
Love it.
So Al Pierce, he says J-Rob does a great job off the waiver wire. What bets do you see possibly hit the wire before the season starts?
That's some research. That's some research.
That's a research question, right?
Very. Like it's hard because we haven't seen they haven't been playing, they haven't been practicing. We don't know what they have. It's a hard question to really answer.
Right.
Very hard question to answer.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly enough, I don't know. I mean, we could only go off of maybe who are free agents right now.
Yep. Antonio Brown is a waiver wire at the moment.
I don't know if we talk about Kaepernick. I would rather take my risk with Kaepernick. I don't know if I take my risk with Antonio Brown.
Right. Two totally different situations. Exactly. Way different situation. Exactly.
My guy Cat Williams would say that's an entirely different cadence. That's a whole different cadence.
It is, man. It's hard to answer because again we don't know who might be on the waiver wire at the moment. Who might get onto the waiver wire. We just have to see. And
I don't know if we're in that great of a position as far as the waiver wire. I think we're like 18th or 19th on the waiver wire. I think we're somewhere in the middle.
Right.
So
yeah.
By the way, didn't they cancel the supplemental draft also?
Yes, they did. Didn't
the Titans have a supplemental draft pick this year?
I think I was hearing some rumors that they might try to get in on that. I don't know, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, they canceled the supplemental draft. That came out yesterday.
Okay. Yeah. T-Town Brown says, "Is it time to move on from Clowney?" Nope.
Nah.
Can't move on till he signs.
Ain't move. Exactly. That's correct. Keep fighting till it happens.
Exactly.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
If we go down swinging.
Exactly. Because we got the money. The money's there.
We do.
Yep.
We can work it.
Yep.
We can work it out.
That's
we
right,
can
man.
Definitely work it out.
That's right.
So, I'm down.
Yep. All right. Well, folks, I just want to say again. We'll take this one here. Jeremiah Robinson, expectations for Vaccaro. I know we spoke on Vaccaro a bit early. What you guys think, man?
Vaccaro's going to continue to do what he does, and I mean, he's going to be, him and Byard. We were talking about Batman and Robin with Tannehill and Derrick Henry. Right there, you got Iron Man and Captain America. Iron Man and Captain America right there.
Right.
Kevin Byard's Captain America and Kenny Vaccaro's Iron Man.
I'm gonna say this about Vaccaro. Vaccaro's gonna, like you said, he's gonna do what he do. But as I'm seeing, he signed his contract and he's getting older. He'll be 30, I think, next year. Look out for Hooker. Hooker is. I told you he drafts your clone. This is what J-Rob does. Hooker is a faster. He almost looks like Vaccaro too when he's out there. So I expect Vaccaro to do what he does, and I hope he takes that next step, which he did good in the playoffs. Vaccaro was killing it in the playoffs.
He was.
But eventually, we know Hooker's going to take a spot. We know that. I mean, it just is what it is. But Vaccaro has stepped up since he's left the Saints, and I love it. And he got his contract, and he got paid. And like I said, he had the interception on Lamar Jackson in that playoff game, which was dope. I was like, hey, this is cool. But them two, like you said, Iron Man and Captain America back there, they don't get that much action. What action do they get?
They don't have to.
A middle. They don't throw it.
No.
And then the one play that Pat Mahomes threw down to what was the receiver?
Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins. It wasn't even Vaccaro up there. It was Tremaine Brock and
it was Brock 1-on-1. And Logan Ryan with Tyreek Hill. Exactly.
Yes, exactly. So Vaccaro.
That's a bad matchup.
It's a horrible.
Yes, it is.
It was a horrible matchup. So it's just they don't get a lot of action. And I think if they got more action, you would see a lot more picks. And Byers back there, he don't take the ball anyway. So Vaccaro's cool. Vaccaro's gonna do Vaccaro. That's just he's one of those players. I'm like, nah, he's Vaccaro.
But I like Malik Hook. I mean, I like Amani Hooker. And then at the same time, and I'll even say this, and God forbid this will never happen. If Byers goes down, then hey, we got Dane Crookshank. So I think we're good at safety.
I think so too.
I agree.
I think so too, man. And Vaccaro, I don't know if people remember last year, Vaccaro had a scare when he broke his arm in a game, broke his elbow. And his elbow was like inside. Whoa. I said, he might be out for a while. He only missed I think maybe 2 games. It wasn't 2 games. He wrapped up, he's still out there playing. So Vaccaro's a beast, man. Kenny Vaccaro's a beast.
Yes.
People forget Kenny Vaccaro was a first-round pick.
Yep.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. Yep.
Yes, he was.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep. So
love it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that ends our show, folks. We truly appreciate this. Titans and Truth. Dude, this was awesome, man.
I had fun.
Dude. This was fun, dude. I love it, man.
I tell you, if we're talking Titan ball, I could sit here for hours and do it.
Yes, same for me, man. For hours, dude.
Hours.
Yep.
Not even get tired. I'd be like, what? I got to go to work tomorrow. I'm good. I'll stay up to 2-3 in the morning. We'll keep talking.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Definitely, man. But we appreciate everybody here, that's commenting on our show, man. We truly appreciate it and everything. And, continue to, we're going to have videos that's going to continue to come through. Titans and Truth will as well. Make sure to subscribe to his channel as well as our show as well. Right. And, we love the Titans, man. It's what we do. Tighten up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, everybody, if make sure you follow Tennessee Titans Weekly. If you don't, where have you been? Come on, get up with them. Like I said, on YouTube, on Instagram. I already follow them on Instagram and on Twitter as well. Make sure you follow me at Titans_N_Truth on Instagram. On Twitter at TNT Blue Enforcer. If you're on Facebook, come to the TNT Enforcers page. Follow me there. Got some things coming down the turnpike. Probably going to be working on a new website. And I am slowly starting to work on a new show concept as well. So there's going to be something coming in the very near future. So Titans Week, Tennessee Titan Weekly, Ja.
Hey,
y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Same to you too, man.
Absolutely. And I'll say every show, everybody like, subscribe. We are 976. Titans and Truth is trying to get to 1,000. We trying to get to 1,000, guys. Share the show.
I'm halfway there.
Hey, we have a special show once we hit 1,000. So it's something just tremendous. So like, share, subscribe to your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, your dog, your cat. Tell everybody about our shows and tighten up, baby.
Absolutely.
And I want to throw this last nugget before we get out of here. Y'all, get prepared for one of the biggest season preview shows. If we do have a season, It is in the works. Yep. It is in the works.
It is in the works.
Us,
yep.
The 3 of us with some other guys.
Yep.
Not going to give it away. Oh, you're in for a dandy.
Absolutely.
For a treat.
Exactly. So, So as well, you can also email us at TennesseeTitansWeekly@gmail.com. Again, on Twitter at TitansWeekly 24/7 and on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly, folks. So well, till next time, good people. Again, we appreciate your time. And he's doing his dance. That's that's legendary. That's classic. That's classic, man. It has to happen. You gotta do it. You know what I mean? That's classic,
Hey,
man.
gotta do a little something. Gotta do a
Yes,
little
sir, dude.
something.
That's great, man. That's cool, dude. That's cool.
Can't dance worth a lick.
Cool, man. Well, folks, we will talk to you all later. Tighten up. Let's get it in, folks. Yes, sir. All righty.